This video describes the login management of OpEasy. Login management allows the ability to add, modify, and delete OpEasy administrator accounts. This application also allows the ability to customize administrator privileges. Within OpEasy, multiple levels of administrators exist. Although there are system-level administrators, this tutorial focuses on enterprise level, group level, and department level administrators. There is a hierarchy assigned to the administrator of OpEasy. The enterprise administrator has a view of all ClearSpan users within their entire enterprise and has the ability to manipulate group and department OpEasy administrators for the enterprise. A group administrator has a view of all ClearSpan users within their group and has the ability to manipulate department OpEasy administrators for their group. A department administrator has a view of all ClearSpan users within their department, but has no ability to manipulate OpEasy administrators. When logged into OpEasy, the administrator login name and level appears in the upper right-hand corner of the OpEasy page. My login page shows my login name and my administrator level. To explore the login management function, click Login Management. The login management page is presented. Note that on this page, an OpEasy administrator is referred to as an OpEasy user. A refresh and add button are provided at the top of the page. The refresh button allows a user to show changes that may be made by other users, and an add button is used to add a new OpEasy administrator user. There are two drop-down menus, OpEasy User and Login Level. OpEasy User drop-down menu provides a list of users and their current status, and the Login Level drop-down provides a list of different group and department administrator types that I am assigned. For example, if I open the OpEasy User, I see a list of displayable arrangements. If I select Login, I'll see a list of the logged-in administrators. In this case, I see one logged-in administrator. If I select Disable, I see a list of disabled administrators. In this case, no OpEasy administrator is disabled, so none are listed. In addition, there are combinations of displayable arrangements. As a side note, a user will be in a locked state for a period of time after a failed number of login attempts. A user can be in a disabled state if I or another OpEasy administrator has disabled their account via the login management function. We'll find out how to set this disabled option later on in the tutorial. The drop-down box for login level is to show all admin levels that fall below my enterprise administration level. In this case, I have group administrators and department administrators. I have one of each type, so I will make a selection of department administrator. I have one department administrator that is logged in. Next, I'll add a new OpEasy administrator account. At the top of the page, press the Add button to add a new user. The name of the new user is John Smith, so I'll type john.ga. As a personal preference, I put a .ga at the end of the account name to help me identify the OpEasy user account administration type. In this case, I will make John a group administrator. The Disable Account box is used in case I want to deactivate an account or not activate it at the time I create it. I want this account to be active as soon as I create it, so I'm not going to check this box. The next entry is an email address if one exists for this user. I will enter one now. This allows an email delivery at certain times when using OpEasy. For example, when an OpEasy administrator creates a new ClearSpan user. The option exists to send a new user as an email informing them that they are an administrator. Next, I enter a password for the OpEasy administrator. You might want to use some standard password. In my case, I'll use pass, We'll advise the new user to change the password after their first login using Change Password option. Finally, I'll select a log level from the drop-down box. You see I have the option of creating this user as either a group or department administrator. The selection via this drop-down will vary based on the type of administrator that is performing the add function. In my case, I am an enterprise administrator, so I can create any level below myself in the hierarchy tree. If a group administrator is attempting to create an administrator account, they would have the option to build a department administrator level account only. If an enterprise administrator account needs to be created, it must be done by the system level administrator. I want to create John as a GA, so I select Group Administrator from the drop-down list. The screen repaints showing the enterprise of which this group administrator is associated. In this case, the enterprise is Maytown, because I am associated with Maytown Enterprise. This screen also shows all groups that exist under the Maytown Enterprise. Highlight one or more of the groups in this list to designate which group this administrator will have authority over. The Select All box makes it easy work for selecting all groups in the enterprise. In this case, I select all groups. Don't check the box for ClearSpan Pilot Program Administrator. This selection removes certain capabilities of the administrator and is intended only for trial OpEasy administrators using the pilot program. With all information filled in, I can either press the Apply or the OK button to save my changes. Pressing the OK button will return me to the previous page. Pressing the Apply button keeps me on this page. I want to show the customized privileges on this page after my user is created, so I press Apply. I see the saved indication in blue at the top of the page, and I see Apply, Delete, and Customized Privileges buttons. While in the Modify mode, I can change any of the settings for this user, except for the name and the enterprise to which they have been assigned. I don't want to change any of these settings, but I do want to look at this administrator's privileges. So I click the Customized Privileges button. The customized login user page is displayed. For a brand new user, a default set of privileges are provided. If you ever want to reset to this level of privileges, use the Reset to Default button. Use the scroll bar to see all the privileges granted to this administrator. Notice in this case that the full access is allowed to all login management. All provisioning type privileges are set to full access with 3 exceptions. The advanced provisioning and export are set to no access, and the service pack option, which is set to view only. All reporting type privileges are set to full access. The radio buttons to the left of each privilege allows you to adjust the privilege level of each privilege. Click OK to return to the previous page. Click OK again to return to the main login management page. Note that my new OpEasy user appears in the list. At this time, you may notify the new administrator that his account is ready and provide him with his login credentials. Also remind him that from the main OpEasy page, he should click the Change Password link to change his password. This concludes the discussion on login management.